So what will it take to make sure HSU is home?
Well, there's quite a few different scenarios that could still take place as far as the final standings of our conference go. You know, as we've tried to focus on all along is controlling our own destiny. In other words, if we go on the road and we take care of business and we get these 2 victories this coming weekend, then we'll certainly be hosting come Tuesday night the first round of playoffs. Outside of that, if we don't take care of business, then there's so many different scenarios that could still take place. There's tiebreakers that would have to take place, and so it's just, you know, we're really trying to put our focus on playing basketball the way we know we can, the way we know we need to, and again, just controlling our destiny rather than sitting home and waiting to see who else wins, who else loses, and hoping this or hoping that. We just want to be in control of the situation.
So what's the game plan for Sonoma?
Well, we know Sonoma, obviously just not from playing them the first time, but watching quite a bit of film on since we played them the first time, and they are going to show us different defenses that we need to be prepared for, that we're working all week on. And it's, as Rianne mentioned, of course, there's the X's and O's, and there's those things that we're going to go over all week, but it's also just the mindset and the mentality of our basketball team right now. Sonoma State is going to be extremely hungry. They're fighting to get into that spot in the conference tournament, which is scary in itself. And so it's about executing what we need to do and playing hard intense basketball for 40 minutes, regardless of who the opponent is.
So what are the keys to victory then?
Well, certainly on the offensive end, we must take care of the ball, and we have to work for the best shot selection, as we always do. And against Sonoma State in particular, we don't want to come down and take any early rush shots. We do want to play an up-tempo game, but we don't want to take any early rush shots. We want to get ball movement and really force their defense to have to play half-court defense, which in reality will give us the best shot selection. That's on the offensive end. On the defensive end, as we always do, we know the strengths and weaknesses of each one of their players, and it's our job to take their strengths away from them and try to make them play uncomfortable, if you will, and take them out of what they're looking to do in the half court. We want to be in control of that with our intensity on defense.
So how do you match up against Sonoma?
Well, there's a little bit different styles. They have good balance in their scoring attack. They typically play 4 out, 1 in. They have their leading scorer who plays on the inside, and so I'm not going to say they're post driven. They do have balance between their guards and their posts, so a little bit different than maybe our style of play. But at the end of the day, I do feel like we match up fairly well with them. Again, it's just going to be how we execute our defensive scout and really be the aggressors on both ends of the floor.
Is there anything else you'd like to add then?
No, just the obvious. This is a big week for us, and as we've been talking about for some time now, we're still striving to be the best basketball team we can be and really putting our best effort out there. And this is the last week of regular season, and as any team wants to do during the season, you want to be playing your best basketball as you approach the end. And so hopefully this is going to prepare us for the conference tournament.